Hey guys, it's Woody the Unexceptional Gamer, and I make videos to help my unexceptional brethren do better through tactics and knowledge. So let's talk about what went right and what went wrong in this game. This opening route is a dangerous gambit. I shouldn't have done it. I wouldn't recommend it really for anyone not running a sniper or at the very least an FAL with like a target finder because it kills so well at distance. You've heard me say it before, success in Call of Duty is about controlling the engagement. You're not looking for fair fights. If you get fair fights, then you're going to have a 1 KD. You're not going to be getting into your kill streaks very often. You want to set things up so that things are unfair, so that you have the advantage every time. I didn't do that here. I think that someone with a sniper or an FAL has the advantage in this line of sight. I should have picked a different one. TDM, more than any other game type, is about minimap awareness. It's huge, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about right here, even though it doesn't work out great for me. Look at the highest green triangle on the minimap. That guy's in a gunfight, and he stops moving. So my reaction to this is to throw a Semtex in the middle. It's kind of like doing a stun check, you know, where you just throw one out there to see if anybody's in the room. If I do get into a gunfight with the guy that just won that gunfight, then he'll hopefully be hurt already. But instead, I see he jumps right through the middle of the truck, so I shoot into the clouds here, and thankfully, I get the guy. But so many corners to check, I die. I switch guns here just because things aren't going my way, even though really it was about checking a corner. Sometimes I do it just to make myself feel better. You're going to see me shoot a car up here. The way the cars work in Call of Duty, you probably know, the guy who put the last bullet in is the one that owns the explosion. So you can save your teammates' lives or you can kill the enemies by making sure that when that car goes, it belongs to your team, or ideally, you. Now if you catch what happened there, that guy spawned right behind me, and then I spawned where they were spawning. Spawns flip in TDM quickly, and success in TDM has so much to do with understanding what's happening on the minimap. Success in the objective game modes, it's almost like if you understand the game status at the time, the game state, then you'll be okay. If you have 2 of the 3 flags in domination, unless your team's seriously pushing the spawn, they're going to spawn near that one flag that they own. In demo, you know they're going to spawn from their side and you're going to spawn from yours, unless something seriously crazy is happening. In TDM, the spawns flip really quickly, so you never quite know, where they're going to be unless you're paying attention to the minimap in a really big way. I have some kill streaks in my pocket, and I don't want to run out because the sentry gun is so easy to earn. This kill streak combo in particular, Hellstorm, Lightning Strike, Sentry, if you get to your Hellstorm, you practically get to your Sentry because they're so close to each other. There it is. Look, they just run right through. Once you get on a roll, these things can just keep flying. It's kind of like on the high end, guys do with the VSAT, EMP, and then like a Lodestar or a Swarm. You get that first one, and then those other things just earn you the next ones down the line. So, yeah. I used to have this coach who would get really mad when stupid ideas worked out well, and that's what's about to happen here. I'm in luck in that guy on the other side didn't tuck behind there's like a sort of stone wall that's about chest high there. If he had tucked behind it, I would have surely died here. But instead I win this gunfight. Nonetheless, this is a stupid line of sight. In 9 times out of 10, that guy's going to be tucked behind, sort of head glitching behind that wall, and I'm here with my complete body exposed. That's the wrong way to do this. Sometimes I hear pro players talking about how this guy's fantastic because he has excellent reaction time. And I disagree. I think reaction time is crap. I think everybody's reaction time is so close that it's not what's making the difference in these games. Some people aim better, so all their bullets are on target, and that's kind of like reaction time. But I think for the most part, if you want to succeed in this game, it's about being prepared for the gunfight before the gunfight happens. But anyway, let's watch me win this, even though I shouldn't. The windows in the second floor on Nuketown, if you're new to COD, seem like a great place to be. Like you've got this fantastic advantage. You really don't. The problem is that everybody's looking for you there. You see that guy all the way up front sticking his hands out the window? You can't live long right there. You're going to get shot. Everybody's looking for you in those windows. If you're have this like stand on top of a tower mentality in this game, then you're not going to last too long. Ooh, let's talk sentry gun placement. On Nuketown, it can be tempting to drop your sentry guns in the windows of each building, right? On the second floor, you see one there in the top right-hand corner. They're okay. But a better spot to put them is in the four corners. And by that, I mean to where my character's standing, to his left and his right, and then the opposite, off that green car to where my left and right would be. Those are the four corners in the middle of the map. You put them facing where the enemy team is spawning, and it will lock it down. It'll cover to the left if they get past the midpoint, and it'll cover straight down. They are by far the better spot to put them, especially if you have some trophy systems to protect your sentry guns. And I really should consider running trophy systems, especially on a TDM class, because tack insert does you almost no good in TDM, according to me. So this is an objective-based class. It's not a TDM class. Most of my classes are objective-based. Anyway, the windows are okay, but the four corners in the middle of Nuketown will have much more active lines of sight, and you'll get more kills that way. All right, so I call in my lightning strike here, get a couple of kills. I think it goes really well. And then I look through here. For some reason, I thought there were bad guys. There weren't. I don't even know if I got a hit marker on this. But here's what I wanted to talk about. This porch seems like a great idea. It seems like the sort of place where you'd have a huge advantage over other people, but it never works out that way for me. That glass by your knees is almost bulletproof. So I'm stuck having to stick my entire body over the edge in order to get a kill, and you don't get to head glitch like you'd think you would. And it just, the porches are not a great place to hang out, even though it seems like they would be. Alright, it looks like nothing's happening in this section right here. It's just me looking out the window, furthest guy behind on my team. But what's actually happening is I'm trying to determine if the spawns have swapped or not. Our entire team is pushed up. Some guys are in their backyard. That thing in the sky, by the way, is just a care package, so I don't need to worry about it shooting me. I've got a sentry gun to the right, I've got teammates to the left, and I'm just processing all this information, figuring out what it is that I want to do. In the end, I decide that pushing up the middle is the way to go. I put a bunch of bullets into this guy, but I feel like the connection got a little bit wonky. Maybe my sentry gun finished him off, or maybe it killed somebody different. But now I have 8 rounds left, and I'm out of ammo. That's a problem. I think I maybe will try running scavenger a bit more. I finished that guy off, and now I have a sniper in my hands. You saw the other guy in the garage, and I see him shooting out, so I put some shots in here, and that was a hit marker for unknown reasons. I don't know why. That was a kill for unknown reasons. I'm not sure why. You earn one, you earn them all. And that's what I like about this kill streak combination. Now, look, we're up by 7. A second ago, we were only up by 4 before I called in my stuff. And this, sadly, is the end of the game. It's too bad. Things are going well for me. I had a lightning strike in my pocket. I had a sentry gun that I was just about to pull out and drop at a corner, locking them in their spawn from both sides of the game. It was going to go well. But let me make this point about the video. I didn't have perfect aim in this game. Sometimes when I'm playing a ton, I feel like I have a really good shot. When I start playing this game every day and things start rolling for me, I feel like I snap on target like the best players do. And then there are other times, like when I played this, and like right now as I say this, where I've kind of gone a couple days between games, I've kind of maybe even a week, maybe I've got travel knocking me off, or maybe I just started playing other games. My shot falls apart in some ways. I'm not zapping on target all the time. Yet, I'm still getting good games. I'm still rolling through my sentry guns like 3 times in 1 lives. I don't run swarm too much because I feel like the lower kill streaks can make a difference even when things are going rough. But you earn 3 sentry guns in a life, you earned a swarm if you chose to run that instead. That's what I like about these low streaks, and that's what I like about this gameplay. If you see a guy who has what seems to be laser beam eyes, just killing everybody he sees who happens to run into his line of sight, I like those guys, but I don't feel like when I do what they do that I get their games. And you're probably out there thinking the same sort of thing. That was the original idea when I first started this channel. It was just gameplay advice for my unexceptional brothers, for my unexceptional brethren. That was the notion. If you do these things right, if you use cover as you move from one place to another, if you pay attention to the mini-map, especially in TDM, because it's not just game situation, it's player location, then you can do these things right, and people won't be behind you all the time getting those easy kills. People will be in front of you, you'll have cover, they'll be coming right in, walking into your sights, or if you just come around the corner, you can be the guy that initiates that gunfight so you know about it first. That's the kind of stuff I wanted to point out in this game, so I hope that you enjoyed it. Maybe even enough to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you!